Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's Lunas here, and today we'll be continuing the Rimworld run. So last episode we managed to reach space again. We are here mostly to stock up on Vaxstone as we completely ran out, and we came to a steel meteorite as we are fairly low on steel as the last map didn't offer much. So we came here trying to kill two birds with one stone. Things have been fairly okay. We did have a little bit of temperature issue with the cooler in here being turned on and forgetting about it, and the heating for the ship not being turned on. There was also a little issue with not roofing this part of the ship, causing the airlock to not function properly, but that had been fixed. Tree also had run wild, so we've been trying to tame her for a while now. Until she is back, I'm not planning on assigning anyone else the role in our ideal legend she had, because no one else has anywhere near an acceptable level of social for that. We are going to be fairly okay though. She didn't contribute too much in combat, I don't think. But yeah, I think the plan for now will just be to haul the steel onto the ship, and then maybe start mining some more Vaxstone in a strip mine fashion closer to the ship in this area. Throb is at extreme break risk, mostly because of being tired and sunlight sensitivity, but I feel like recreation could be an issue for the people who are hauling the steel back. Throb has some terrifying hallucinations, and hopefully it doesn't last too long, as if there were to be a raid, they could get caught out, as long as they remain outside. Some of the elephant meat is rotting away, which is a little unfortunate. I think I might turn the interior cooler back on, just for in here. Just to make it last a little bit longer. And all of the children now have parkas anyway, so we shouldn't have anyone being affected by the cold in there too much. I'm gonna test turning the heater off in the airlock area, and hopefully the temperature won't drop too much. Okay, no, it's dropping too fast. I'm gonna turn the heater off in the core room then, as there's not really a need for that to be on right now. And then we'll turn the machining bench back on, and hopefully it will still have a positive on power. It looks like it. It is kind of varying between different amounts, but Tree has finally been tamed by Sam, so we can have her regain her ideal legend role. Okay, and I have noticed we do need a second ideal legend structure or building, so we will need to resolve that fairly soon. But the next plan of action was getting some new flak helmets made and some assault rifles. We need some better quality weapons for quite a few people, as a fair number of people are wielding good or normal quality weapons at this point, and that's something we can't afford. I'm thinking about getting some more weapon variety as well. In fact, to that end, I might assign some other weapons. Okay, I've assigned some more weapons for Lane to make, and we'll wait for him to finish those before we equip them. Tree, in the meantime, will equip any gear she's dropped. It seems like she is missing her SMG. We may have sold it. I will have to look around a bit to check. Yeah, I think it's been sold, or I just can't find it. Oh no, I found it. Oh no, never mind, yeah, I did sell it. We'll just have her, not have a weapon for now. A quest has been up for a while. 2 prisoners for 2 fairly big raids. I don't really think we need those rewards. Tree goes on an insulting spree, but she is quickly stopped by Kit. They do end up having a fight, but I doubt either of them are majorly damaged. I am going to have a look at the permanent wounds on our colonists though, and see if I can do anything about those. Okay, Jensen is missing a left shoulder, which means no left arm, so we're going to install a prosthetic arm on their left shoulder. Other than that though, we can't do any more operations. Sienna has a growth moment, and we will have her gain passion in the only skill she can get. The other traits I'm not too interested in. Undergrounder is just going to cause mood penalties whenever we are on the surface, and Slothful is never good for work being done, so we're going to go with Psychically Deaf to prevent mood penalties to psychic drones, which should make her somewhat reliable in situations where other people will be not very useful. Jensen's operation sadly fails, and we will have to make a new prosthetic arm. We do have the resources for that, so that is fine. And while Lane is working on the crafting of more important items, Tree is starting to work on some components. She isn't exactly as fast as Lane, but it also doesn't help that there are so many penalties to work speed at the moment in here. It will be a while before we run out of meat, so these crawlers will be on for some time more. A large number of raiders have showed up, and that is honestly not very good. I was hoping to put Sam in a vac suit and send them out to try and snipe some of them, but it doesn't look like that's going to be possible. So we're gonna see what we can do with the people we do have in spacesuits. Jensen is gonna be fairly useless for this fight, but I think we'll still equip them with at least a basic weapon. I'm not even sure if the fire effect will work in space. Just in case it doesn't, we won't equip the incinerator. Smoke launcher, biocoded. There's no biocoded. There's no SMGs or bolt action rifles that aren't biocoded. We'll have him equip the incinerator and see if we can do anything with it. It does look like they don't have anything that's too dangerous. This group over here looks like the worst one of the two. It seems like their weapons are good quality, which may be an issue. We'll have them fall back. Missed. Fall back. How? He missed his target. Thank you. Get aboard. Get aboard. And then we need reinforcements. Go, go, go. Please hurry. Lips is gonna get caught out by this stupidly fast guy. I'm unsure as to why he's so quick. Starjack. Do they have like movement speed or something? Oh, that was a nice shot on someone who should probably go down. They have a Hellcat rifle, and that's going to be pretty awful for Crafter to deal with. We'll have Grey fall back. I think this inner corridor might be a bit of a struggle. We'll shut this guy down first. And try and get a couple more shots off. Deadlift can move up. Everyone else can fall back. And we're gonna need Crafter now. Why are you wondering? Actually, you know what? Celeste can play this exact same game. Actually, it's not going to be too effective against them, is it? Wait, Celeste is down? Go. They're not even targeting our melee people as well, which is unfortunate. Right. Lips, rescue deadlifts. Kit, rescue Celeste. Is most of the damage just burns? Or the people downed at least are down because of burns? They have a single survivor, but they have a heart issue. Oh no, there's a guy out here as well. Slothful. The shooting is kind of tempting though. Like, this fiasco of a raid has kind of made me feel like we need more people. Or better soldiers. Sure, a fair number of people are weakened because of the vac suits not being great in terms of armor. Or at least I don't feel like they are. 57 for a good vac suit, excellent helmet, compared to 94 for normal and good flak armor. Now their stats are too low, and the other guy might be a bit too far away. I don't think we have... Oh, to be fair, Kiko doesn't have any injuries. We may be able to get them in time. Oh yeah, I forgot Jensen gave his suit to Sam. master isn't at risk, so we can leave him for the time being. Our mortal colonists are our priority. Okay, and then we will work on converting them. Their resistance is low, so if we can convert them quickly, then there shouldn't be any issues. The treatment of our colonists is nearly done. Right, the only issue now is getting rid of these raiders' corpses, and also we now have an absolute ton of weapons that we're not going to use, so we're going to need to sell those off at some point. Oh, there is another survivor actually. They are going to die, so it's not worth saving them. If only I'd noticed them sooner. Celeste gets an infection, and we will have Kiko tend to them. We'll have a look and see how fast their immunity builds up, and whether we need Tree to tend to give them the breach health or not, because otherwise I'd like to use the convert on Rennick. Pretty cool name actually. 15 compared to 8, I think she'll be good. Medical treatment is practically finished. Tree does have a vacuum burn for some reason. I'm not sure why, but yeah. Everyone is back up again, so we'll have them re-equip their weapons. Except Celeste. Lane had the LMG, Crafter had the longsword, and Tree didn't have a weapon. Okay, we can't use these weapons at all basically. Almost all of them are bio-coded. We can equip a bolt action rifle, but that's not great. Daze has a... Grey has a Daze, and nothing else there is important. The Hellcat rifle, who had that? Someone definitely had a Hellcat rifle. I guess Celeste can have that then. And then we'll have Jensen equip the normal assault rifle. Emily's gonna have a sadistic rage, but that doesn't last long due to Cynic already being fairly badly injured. The hauling of bodies sadly hasn't even started yet, so we're gonna have to cancel all of the mining work, as everyone who can work outside currently has mining as a high priority, and I don't want to keep changing that back and forth. Okay, Sam is going to unequip her vac suit so Jensen can take control of it again, and then she should equip her armor automatically, I'm hoping. Okay, Tree is going outside, I am absolutely sure I didn't assign that to be the case. Yeah, I only remember assigning 6 people to the outside, so Tree's scheduling must have reset once we recruited her back into the colony. Sam is re-equipping her armor, which is great. Yeah, I noticed Tree had a vacuum exposure burn earlier, and I just didn't know why, but I have just figured that out. Kind of the issue with Rimworld, sometimes you make like mistakes that like you just don't think about until after they happen, because there's like so many things to remember. Right, the raiders are nearly cleaned up, which is good. Things are starting to get back to normal. And then from there, the goal will just be getting more Vaxstone. 517 isn't enough. We have managed to make well, not quite a few, but a decent amount of Gravlight panels. We just need to keep that up, I guess. Lane has finished making LMGs and will now continue the next build, which I believe are chain shotguns. Having a couple more of those would be fairly nice, as deadlift is already proving to be very useful with his shotgun, and can be very deadly at close range, especially with the fact that he is armored up, so can take a decent amount of damage. And also the legendary, the masterwork gives him a lot of additional accuracy and potentially damage. I'm not sure if masterwork increases damage or not. I have forgotten what this custom shotgun does in particular though. Rapid fire. Okay, that's really good actually. He basically can deal twice the damage if he can land his hits. Right, I think for now though, we're gonna end the episode. We've reached a fairly quiet point. We've finally cleaned up the ship. This episode may end up being a bit shorter than normal, as I am sadly out of time to record for now. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you are enjoying the series so far, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It massively helps me out, and I appreciate it a lot. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I produce. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It helps out a lot and lets me know you're enjoying the content I produce. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.